All right, let's talk about working at McDonald's or just fast food in general. For me, it was McDonald's, but working in fast food is probably the worst experience that anyone will ever have in their entire life. I'd rather go homeless than work at a McDonald's or fast food ever again with how I was treated, how I was dealt with, and the customers I had to deal with on a normal basis. Now let's start with my coworkers, the cornerstone of every single fast food establishment. For me, my coworkers are absolutely fucking useless. They did absolutely nothing for me. I was carrying the load of all the store, even though I was new. This one guy when I started there, who had face tattoos and neck tattoos, my first day was like, "Hey, you want to smoke some of the Zaza?" I didn't even know what that meant. I was 17 and a dumbass. And the craziest part was that people would get into relationships working at fast food places like McDonald's. For me, I could never do that. Like people dating, I still stand by this rule till this day. I will never date someone that I work with. It would make me so unhappy. And then when I got home, I would still see them. Like I would want to bash my head against a damn wall. And the people would just act so weird they were dating. Like this one couple was really sitting on the floor of each other and like walking on each other. I had my best friend Ian also work there, and this girl had a giant crush on him, and he told me this true story that he was asked, "Hey, you want me to give you a BJ in the back of the garbage can?" I was like, bro, I would expect that out of a Waffle House, out of an IHOP, but not a McDonald's. And now for the managers. Oh my god, the managers were absolutely fucking useless. I, as a 17-year-old, became a crew trainer after working there 6 months. And that just tells you, if you survive there 6 months, you basically know everything that a manager knows. But they did absolutely nothing. There was a manager there that went to high school with me, and that was younger than me, and was my boss. And every time I would see him at school, they'd be like, "Yeah, what up? I know that you work today." I was like, oh, I swear to God, I'm gonna bash this man one day. I'm just gonna lose it on him one day. And he would act so cool walking around school, just like, "Yeah, I can get you free McDonald's." And then when he got there, he really just sat in the back and was like basically just yakking it. I don't know if he actually was, but he was that weird that he probably would have done that. Boy, my general manager, this man is still S-tier piece of shit I've ever met in my whole entire life. He literally did absolutely nothing. And he acted like he was from the hood. He was like, "Yeah, I'm from the hood. My real name is not even Daniel, but I had to have a white name when I'm working." He said, "What? That's not your real name?" And he would never tell us what his real name was. It's like, what is this man, an undercover operative or some shit? Like, I had COVID this one time working there, and I physically could not move my feet. Like, I was laying on the floor trying to get food one day, and I get a phone call from Mr. Daniel himself, and he was like, "Ring, ring, what's up? Oh, you need to be at work today. Your schedule said." I had to tell him in caveman language because he would not understand. Me legs not working, me not come to work today. So get it through your fucking brain that if they are not gonna let me drive, then I'm not going to work. And then he proceeded to tell me, he said, "Yeah, I talked to your doctor and they said you're good to work." One, I couldn't even get to the doctor because I couldn't move. And two, that breaks like 5 United States laws about someone contacting your doctor that's not you yourself. Like, you could not have even done that. And that doesn't even bring it to the worst part of working fast food. The fucking customers. I swear to God, I have so many horror stories about the customers I had to deal with. But the all-time worst customer I dealt with was when I was taking an order outside because these kids ordered a shit ton of food and like, "Yeah, we have to hold your order, so they bring it up there." They didn't even have a car. They literally just sat out there waiting for their food on their bikes. And I go bring them their food. And guess what? I got assaulted with a spray. You heard me right. Assaulted with a spray. They threw a spray at me on my back and the kid just ran off. And I didn't even think about it for a second. It took me like a good 10 seconds to understand what just happened. Why does my back hurt? And I was like, huh, oh, that's right. Oh, someone just threw a fucking Sprite on my back. Why the hell would someone assault me with a spray? I didn't even do anything. No one was filming it either. The kid just ran off. And I went back inside and was like, "Hey, I just got assaulted with a spray." No one fucking believed me. But they saw the giant stain on my back. And I asked, "Hey, can I just go home and change? Like, it's really like wet and it's sticky. I'm gonna get horrible acne from it." Of course I would get acne no matter what because of working at McDonald's, but still. And they said, "No, just dry off in the bathroom. You can go home when you're done closing." I was like, Oh, okay, so that's great. I have to work with stickly clothes on too. Like, why did I stay for that? Me now would not take that shit. I swear to God, McDonald's is the worst place you could ever work at, and I still dealt with it. Yeah, more of the story. Don't work at McDonald's. But yeah, just don't work in fast food ever. Just go homeless. Being homeless is probably better than working fast food in general. But yeah, that's just my story for today. Thank you for you guys liking and watching the video. If you want to hear more horror stories about working at McDonald's, I have like a ton more. I just wanted to rant because I just saw my Snapchat memories and I saw like a ton of me working at McDonald's and I was looking happy. But let me get this straight. No one's happy if you work at McDonald's. You must be on some type of pills or smoking that Zaza if you like working at McDonald's. So, yeah, like and subscribe. I got a shit ton of more stories I could tell. Just let me know if you want to hear them.